Bowls Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Ringside Live here, round 14 action. The Sydney Lions and the Tasmania Tridents. Very much looking forward to this one because the added permutations on this result are huge after a massive morning session. Val Furbo, my name, and joining me is Sophie Kurzman, right at home, emerging Jackaroos. Sophie, welcome back. The Melbourne Extreme had a win. You can wipe your brow. And
Yep, no, it was a very, very good win. We were 0 from 3 in tiebreakers, and now after the last two, we're 2 from 5. So a little bit of a better record and one that we definitely needed to keep ourselves up there. So very, very happy girl right here.
yeah, it was a very good bowl from Ali Forsyth to finish things off. But right here, it is Rob McMullen leading for Michael Sims and Dawn Heyman leading for Aaron Wilson. Ben Twist on the bench for the Sydney Lions and Rebecca Van Ash on the bench for the Tasmania Tridents. The coaches Steve Glasson, OAM, and Mark Strotchnetter. So looking forward to this contest. Now, a run through the ladder in this first end as Rob McMullen draws a touch-up beautifully there. Now, the Miami Steamers and the Tweed Heads Ospreys, they continue to sit pretty on top of the table. They're both 9 wins, 4 losses. Moama's net set points keep them ahead, so they're the top two. The Melbourne Extreme now a game clear in third with a very healthy net sets as well. 7 there for them. 8 and 5 after a big win over the Suns. The Tridents and the Hawks both suffered defeats earlier on, 7 and 6. They're 4th and 5th. Now the chasing pack, well, the Pioneers and the Pirates, they had a blip. They both lost. They could have been pushing, and the Pioneers especially could have been pushing for a top 5 position after their last match. They sit 6th, 0 net sets. The Melbourne Pulse into 7th, -3 net sets. The Moreton Bay Pirates -5 net sets, but they are 6 and 7. Those three are the chasing pack. Sydney Lions, now a win here really puts them back into contention. They're 5 and 8, very, very close. Only 2 wins off the top 5. The Perth Suns, they're done and dusted. They're 2 and 11.
Yeah, so definitely a ladder that can change any moment now, especially, as you said, from anything from 5th to 8th is in contention with the Sydney Lions wanting a miraculous, couple of wins to go their way. But definitely not over till it's over for some of these teams. You know, we saw the Pioneers just go down to the Pulse and they're still sitting above them, so anything can happen.
It sure can, and when you've got a man like Aaron Disco Wilson in your team.
Absolutely.
Same as Ben Twist, same as Dawn Heyman. This is a very, very good team. We know that they will push right until the very end and make every team work for their victories. The other matches that we've got going on, Adelaide Pioneers against the Tweed Heads Ospreys. That's a big match in itself there. Rematch of that quality prelim that we had at BPL 17. It's the Steamers and the Pirates. The Extreme taking on the Hawks in another massive contest there. Huge ramifications for the loser. Less so for the Extreme, but still they don't want to lose and get themselves back in that chasing pack. They sit a game clear. And then the Melbourne Pulse, they are on the TV rink. And they are taking on where have I got it here? The Perth Suns. Yeah. So the Melbourne Pulse, if the way the Perth Suns are going, Melbourne Pulse could be 7 and 7 after this.
Absolutely.
And should the Hawks lose, they could all of a sudden find themselves maybe outside of the top 5. Very interesting. Maybe even the Tridents as well. Who knows? Michael Sims has enjoyed a sensational campaign. Goes with big weight. Clears a few things out and has done enough, I think, there for shot. Well done, Michael Sims. They start beautifully.
1 to the Tassie Tridents as we move through this first set.
Down a couple. He'd be very pleased with that. He's been doing it all week, Michael Sims.
Absolutely. And I was just about to ask, Val, one player here who has impressed you the most so far this week?
Michael Sims.
That's the answer I was hoping for. I definitely would agree with that. I think he's been outstanding. You know, a couple of shots that he played on the TV rink and everything behind the scenes. He's been very, very, very helpful for the Tassie Tridents and their wins so far.
Another one that, and we've probably spoken about her ad nauseum throughout this competition, but Kylie Whitehead has been pivotal for the Melbourne Extreme as well. She was sensational last night. The way she was leading, absolutely brilliant. And then also, I know she hasn't played as many bowls as what others may, but Chloe Stewart, she's been leading brilliantly. And there was a stat that I was talking about with Clive Adams. Her and Corey Wedlock have got the best leading statistics in this competition, and it's not surprising considering where you see Tweed Heads on the table. When they cross over, both of those two leading, or I think they're holding sway maybe even 60, 65% of the time, something like that. It's something astronomical. But yeah, Michael Sims, I've very much enjoyed watching him.
Definitely. We see Rob McCullen put a cracker on.
Dawn Heyman. Good line. Good morning, or still morning, yes, good morning to everybody watching from wherever you are around the world. Of course, Rinkside Live is a global phenomenon, which you are part of now, Sophie Kersman.
Yes.
That one just trickling into the ditch from Rob McMullen. Dawn Heyman now. That one just drifts underneath. Karen Fair, good afternoon. Val and Sophie. Yeah, most places in Australia it is afternoon at the moment.
It is,
Even South Australia's half an hour ahead of us at the moment, which is just...
Yeah, they would be.
The amount of time zones we've got in Australia currently with the daylight saving thing. Clive and I had this discussion a year ago right here. I think there's like 8 or something
there
ridiculous.
It's very... it's honestly hard to keep up, you know, like... We've come from Victoria, where Adelaide are half an hour behind us. Now we've gone back an hour, so they're half an hour in front of us.
Yeah, even though we're still more further east.
Yes, exactly.
But then the Northern Territory are still half an hour behind us.
Yeah, yep. It's all happening.
It is.
So Disco approaches the mat, I believe, holding 1. So a little bit of pressure off for him, but very open jack. Going to make it a definite 1.
It is.
Maybe 2, not quite.
Yeah, it is weird going to, you know, having that taste of daylight savings and then coming back and you don't have that anymore. So Michael Sims. What has he got here?
It's very close.
Not far at all. Wanting it to drop.
Shot. Gonna fall in for 1. Well played, Michael Sims.
Oh, he's navigating it like the computer game that shares his name. Did you ever play that, The Sims?
I did. I loved it.
Never really got into it.
No, I did love it.
I have heard very good things.
Growing up with 2 brothers, I was bound to have a PlayStation in the house.
Yeah.
And so...
Oh, what is this?
Wow.
Oh, that is a shocking result.
Wow.
But great effort from Aaron Wilson because he was in the area. That's all you can ask.
Now, there is a better shot on for him now to sit that bowl clean for 2, so he does have 1 more, and you'd back Disco 9 times out of 10 to get that. Almost 10 out of 10. Yes, going back, I did grow up with 2 older brothers, so having a PlayStation in the house was pretty much a necessity.
Yep.
So when they weren't playing whatever they were playing, I found my way to Sims.
Very nice. Helen White just asking what game is on after this. We are done as Michael Sims.
Great shot, Mikey.
And he's removed the target as well. No game after this. This is the last Rinkside Live match until tomorrow morning, of course, from 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard. You've got the night sessions as Disco goes with weight, tries to clear, got one out. But one more to the Tasmania Tridents. Steve Glasson says, I want my power play.
Just see the replay of Mikey's bowl there. What a fantastic shot. A lot of the time that bowl would sit and stay for a big target for Disco, but it did curl its way behind the jack. So pretty ideal result there off Mikey's bowl.
Double shots on offer right now. Val McKenzie watching on. Good morning to you, Val. But yeah, so 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, and then from 1 p.m. it is the BPL Cup final as well, which is broadcast on Fox, KO and Sky Sports NZ. Head down to your local bowls club if you don't have them. Sure, they're going to have it on. Any chance to see bowls on the big screen?
Dawn Heyman just wanting this to hang a little, but she's done enough for one.
Vicky Quayle watching on, saying, come on, Tridents. Relation to Beck Van Ash, I'm sure. Beck's maiden name, Quayle.
Oh, there you go. Dawn Heyman on a really good track here. I think she's done enough for a definite 2. Very well played if she gets behind. Great shot, Dawn Heyman. Might see big weight here from Rob. And we are. Can he get both? Can he get both? Got one, and the jack and the Tridents have the respot. So that is a 3-shot turnaround there from Rob.
Couple of milestones this session is, yeah, that was a brilliant shot from Rob McMullen and equally as brilliant from Dawn Heyman. Well called by you, Sophie Kurzman. But some milestones this session. Wayne Rudiger, 150 matches for the Adelaide Pioneers, and Blake Nairn at 50 matches at the Bowls Premier League.
Great shot from Mikey.
This is exemplary from the Tasmania Tridents.
Bowl for bowl this end.
Yep, anything that the Sydney Lions are trying, the Tasmania Tridents are taking it away. Oh, they talk about some jumper clashes in footy. It's a pretty big one for
this one comes close.
Thank God that the bowls are different, because that's all we need to worry about.
Exactly right. What has Disco got for us? Needs to spin a little.
The one time they don't really have the sharp turn.
Yeah, wow.
Michael Sims.
On a pretty decent track here.
Needs it to get down. It's not turning, though.
It really wants to. Not quite. Maybe, though.
Still one to Tasmania. Aaron Wilson following this one in. Been a great end. This is a nice correction from Disco. Sensational. That's one to the Lions, the 4-time champions, the most successful franchise in BPL history. Michael Sims wanting to etch his name on the trophy for the first time, or at least get to his first final series. What's he going to get here? It's going to drop short, but will there be a little rub on the way through? No, just didn't have the weight.
So we should see the Sydney Lions get on the board here.
But
Wouldn't back Disco too many times to give away a shot, and there's not really any way they can, so...
will it be a 1 double to 2, or will it be a 2 double to 4? Sydney Lions power play. Aaron Wilson walks in behind it. He's on a pretty good track.
Dawny wants it to hurry. Needs more. 1. So we'll see 1 double to 2 here for the Sydney Lions, making it 2 apiece going into our 4th end of the first set here for those joining us.
Which is a Tasmania Tridents power play. Mark Strachan at it says, I've seen enough. It's my turn. I want the double shots, and that is exactly what they will have should they win the end. 2 apiece with 2 ends to play in the first set. Been a really great contest so far, Sophie.
Yeah, absolutely. Dawn Heyman drawing a pretty neat starter.
Good line from Rob McMullen. Tasmania won 4 matches in total at BPL18 in February. A win here, they double that after just 14 matches.
Great shot, Rob.
Just drifts past. It's still Dawn's first bowl, holding the ascendancy at the moment. Dawn, a former Perth Sun, late in for Karen Murphy. Is only missing her second Bowls Premier League. Is good effort there from Rob McMullen. He's always got a smile on his face. Just a genuinely lovely person. Australian singles champion in 2022 at Broadbeach at the inaugural Nationals. Speaking of champion, Aaron Wilson.
Drawing a second.
Very good player in his own right, we know that.
Yes.
We know what he's done. 2-time and only the second male ever, second person ever, to go back-to-back Commonwealth Games singles golds. Second male, at least, after David Bryant. Pretty unbelievable name to be alongside, considering his longevity and how good he was.
Just wanting to hold here. Instead, he's going to draw another. Something for Mikey to sit here. Any touch of the Jackson number. Just going to turn early on him here.
So now there's options here for Michael Sims. They've got the back bowls. If he wants to go with big weight, it is their power play. Can crash into a few things. Doesn't want to clear them. Or does he just go for the trail maybe? Who knows? We'll see what Disco does here. Well, he knows that they don't have the back covered, and I think that's going to go right to the respot mark. That is exactly where it's going, Sophie Kersman.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mikey's back on the draw here. Any touch can get a result for 2 or 3. Just going to miss. What an effort.
That is a
3.
big result for the Sydney Lions.
Especially to defend the power play of the Tridents.
So they take a 3-shot lead with an end to play, 5-2. Tridents would be disappointed there, not being able to cash in on their power play, but still a chance. A tied set. It's almost as good as a one set. Score on the next rink, Val McKenzie. I know you'd be very, very keen to know because Aaron Tees is playing on it. Tweed leading 5-1 after 4 in the opening set against the Adelaide Pioneers. And Val, if you need to check all the scores going on, as for everybody else, download the Bowls Now app on the Google Play or App Store, or you can even go to results.bowlslink.com.au. You can check all the live scores on one tab. Aaron Delaporte has done an unbelievable job here, and Jess Alvaro.
So both of Dawn Heyman's bowls have travelled behind the jack, and Rob just falling short with his first. On a pretty good correction here, though. Great correction there from Rob.
So, some other scores while this bowl makes its way down. The Moreton Bay Pirates and the Moama Steamers. That's a huge match for the Pirates. Steamers lead that 3-2 after 3. The Extreme leading the Hawks 3-1 after 3. And the Melbourne Pulse trail the Perth Suns 5-3 after 3.
Great shot, Rob. Very well played to not leave a huge target there for Disco. Open jack still, and everything behind for the Sydney Lions here.
Three needed for the Tassie Tridents to tie the set. A 4 to win it. Doesn't quite drop, but look at all the catches that they've got back there now. Sophie Kersman.
Absolutely. Now Mikey's down on his forehand still.
And I've noticed that on this ditch rink, or just further in from the ditch, that's nice from Michael Sims.
Well played, Michael Sims.
Flopped over, but is there a target now? Disco's lining up.
Yeah, we see big weight. All three can go. Very stiff result.
Still 2.
And they can still both go.
They can. Now, where does Michael Sims go here? Does he pop another one in?
I think so. They need to either, draw.
This needs to get down. He's not happy with it.
So not quite enough. So they will hold 2, which doesn't quite get them the win, so...
Well, it doesn't get them the tie either, so they need an extra one here. He'll be praying that Aaron Wilson can't do something special. Although Aaron Wilson, just last bowl.
Yeah, just figuring out what to do because they have got a win so far for this set, but because of their position on the ladder, I'm assuming they're going for shots also.
Aaron Wilson, big weight again. Close.
He's got them both. Nope, just got one.
Got one.
But
now
goes from 2 to 1. So very well played there by Aaron Wilson.
That was the percentage play because
Absolutely.
They had bowls around the back of the rink, not at the front. Michael Sims is going to time out. He said it's already over.
Yeah, no way to make 3 or 4 here for the Tridents, so...
Does he nominate for the kill maybe, just to see? Just go full bung at it. Yep.
Yeah. Has he gone for a timeout? Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
Timeout called, kill called, Michael Sims. Big weight.
Very good effort there from Michael Sims.
Yeah, very close, but ends up as 1 for the Tasmania Tridents. So all inconsequential in the end there. Sophie Kersman, the Sydney Lions, do take the opening set 5-3. And they just flex their muscle a little bit as they look to try and make a very last gasp charge.
It is. This is a huge chance for the Sydney Lions to get one step closer to a sniff into the finals.
We know Lions are good hunters in the wild. How do they go on the bowling green?
Great starter from Dawn Heyman.
They sneak up behind you quietly and come from nowhere. And that's exactly what the Sydney Lions might be trying to do here at BPL18.
We see Beck Van Ash come on, and pretty good starter from her.
It's a good start from Dawn Heyman, playing the entirety of the match so far. Bring you some scores from around the rinks here with our first set concluding.
Great
Beck.
finishing home there from Beck.
Still 1 to the Lions. So the Moreton Bay Pirates and Steamers 4-2 after 4 in favour of the Steamers in the opening set. 3-all between the Hawks and the Extreme with an end to play.
Pretty good 3 there from Dawn Heyman.
Great leading as the heat really picks up. It is very, very warm. Beck Van Ash just drifts underneath. So Dawn Heyman at the crossover in front. So I think Ali Forsyth has just won the opening set for the Melbourne Extreme. He certainly has. Having a good morning is Ali Forsyth.
Great shot, Disco. Adding another.
Tweedheads Ospreys have taken the opening set over the Adelaide Pioneers next door. The Ospreys juggernaut continues to roll on. Chloe Stewart has made her entrance. Michael Sims. That's a good home. That is a very good home.
So we'll see a switch of hands here from Aaron Wilson. Just going to crash into the front shot of Beck's.
What has Michael Sims got?
Very similar bowl.
Yep. I think he's got such an astute mind.
He does,
and
yeah.
he makes his decisions so quickly. Is he going to go around the back of the rink here? Because if there is any sort of trail from Michael Sims, look at all those catches there for the Tridents. And Disco's put that in a pretty good spot. It's a little bit of a correction needed from Michael Sims. What has he got?
Just going to run through.
So close. So close. 1, 2, kicked out. Is this going to be a third here?
Very close for it.
This would be a bit of a disaster, considering Michael Sims was so close with all of his bowls. They just all ended up in the same spot. Just couldn't quite get that correction. 3 it is, the Sydney Lions. They flexed their muscle. No subs made as of yet. So Dawn Heyman will play this, and then dare say she'll be off for Ben Twist. No power play called by either coach. So again, the Tridents and the Hawks find themselves behind. Beck Van Ash. Got a little magpie wandering around the back of the rink here behind Beck, just wanting to see what's going on.
Trying to find some little specks of food, I'd
Yeah,
assume.
hopefully it doesn't come near us. They freak me out.
It's on its way.
Yeah. Might have to use you as a human shield.
Glad to know you'd throw me under the bus like that, Val.
No, I would never. I would never.
Now, what's Beck done here? Oh, just finding the gap. Pretty handy set here from Dawn Heyman.
Yeah, she's bowled beautifully this match. She really has. Beck Van Ash with her last of this end. If she can make a correction and really make things better for Michael Sims, then that's the perfect result. Beck Van Ash, so close with her first couple.
Hurry.
Line spot on, but Dawn Heyman's 3 bowls are the ones that are holding sway. It's 3 at the moment for the Sydney Lions as the crossover occurs. Dawn has been supreme.
She definitely has been, and she has been all week, really. She hasn't disappointed at all.
Aaron Wilson, what has he got?
Just going to hang high around all of Dawn's bowls. Find himself in a very handy home.
Michael Sims, though. Michael Sims. Beck says that helps. It might be second. Has it been bumped up?
Yeah.
Still one. Tassie just need to get on the board here. It's as simple as that for them.
Yeah, so Beck's calling for the inside edge of that jack-high bowl of the Lions to get both of the shots. Oh.
Oh.
Well, it will be one to the Tridents in the end.
That is a huge delivery from Michael Sims. And the jack has been spanked out of bounds, and we will see it on the respot mark.
I think that one might have slipped out of Mikey's hands, so a good result from a bowl that slipped. You saw him wiping his hands on the chamois of the shorts.
That is what they're there for.
Exactly, in our new Puma uniforms.
Have a look at this. Have a look at this from Aaron Wilson. Still plenty of room. Thought it was going to run on a bit more. Big bowl for Michael Sims. Forehand. Has a lot of room to get to. Is it going to be a 1? Needs to hurry, and that will do.
Enough.
That will do. Substitute being made for the Sydney Lions. Ben Twist comes on. Dawn Heyman comes off. And, well, interesting call. Beck Van Ash, do you want the power play on our length? Michael Sims says yes, and it is a power play for the Tasmania Tridents. So double shots are on offer. Interesting to see. We're going long tee to tee. Let's see what happens. And that's a good home for Beck, first up. Just needs to make a correction on the weight. So Beck just a little bit under this time. The line has almost been exactly the same, but holding one.
Yep.
Perth Suns took the opening set over the Melbourne Pulse 8-3, lead at 1-0 after one in the second set. That could be a huge result for the Melbourne Pulse as Ben Twist just drifts through, and could be a really smart call here. Power play called when Ben Twist is on cold. Maybe make use of the fact that he hasn't really seen what the rink is doing.
Yeah, Beck chasing this one down. She's just going to hang high and quick.
Is it going to stay on? Michael Sims picks it up from the ditch.
Just going to fall the wrong way.
So Moreton Bay Pirates drop the opener to the Moama Steamers. 8-2. They lead 1-0 after one in the second. Pioneers lead 1-0 after one in the second over the Ospreys, having lost the opening stanza there. Skips crossover. One to Tasmania at the moment on their power play. Double shots on offer. They'd love a multiple. One double to two is good, but a two double to four is even better. Michael Sims been thereabouts all morning, wants it to pull up.
Great shot.
Beck Van Ash says, well played. Two to Tasmania. This one just drifting through for Aaron Wilson. The line has been brilliant. If you look at that, there's almost a straight line through all of these bowls.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can Michael Sims put in a third here?
It's very close.
He's not far away at all. Needs it to turn and pull up. It's probably just going to do too much. Still two. But Aaron Wilson, he's going to have last bowl here, Soph.
Yeah. Now this one's on a decent track, just needs it to hold. Well played.
And one to the Sydney Lions. Aaron Wilson.
Beck says that she still likes Mikey's first bowl for shot, and any touch makes a decent number here for the Tridents.
Just needs a slight correction online. Michael Sims. Michael Sims says, don't go yet.
Very close. Great
He
shot.
got it. That is huge.
Interestingly enough, I thought that was going to turn, and he said, don't go yet, and it listened.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. Look, mine don't usually. But apparently Michael's got his well trained. So we'll see Disco down on the same hand here. Just called for a timeout.
It's gone big.
Quicker wait. Just going to clip the front of Ben Twist. So this is a huge result for the Tridents here.
And an inspired call from Rebecca Van Ash saying, do you want it on our length? Michael Sims said yes. and he made good with it. They're measuring for a third. Is it 2 double to 4 or 3 double to 6? That is 3 double to 6. Michael Sims.
What a shot.
From the clouds. 7-3. Look at the replay there. What a shot from Michael Sims. Absolutely brilliant. 3, double it to 6. A 1-3 deficit to a 7-3 victory. You just saw, he said, don't go yet. It stayed, it held, and it got the jack enough.
Yeah. Sydney Lions power play.
Yep.
Smart move considering they've got 2 ends left. See Beck just running through with her first.
Yeah, good move by Steve Glasson. Now a 2 double to 4 here would be beneficial. All the Sydney Lions have to do, they've got to draw this set and they get the win. Adelaide Pioneers lead 2-0 in the second set. Against the Tweedheads Ospreys. The Extreme and the Hawks. I think there might be a live scoring issue. At the moment still says 3 apiece. There from the first set, and we do know that has concluded. The Melbourne Extreme did win it. Has been updated here. Oh no, the Gold Coast Hawks won the first set. There you go. There was a lot of celebration on the other side though, so that's strange. So yeah, apparently the Gold Coast Hawks won the opening set, so I'm not sure what the celebration was from the Extreme before. Thought it was to celebrate winning the set. Beck Van Ash wanting it to get down.
She's just going to find the underneath of Ben Twist, but it's not quite enough for shot.
No, but the good thing is she has one right at the back there.
Absolutely.
Jackie's trailed.
Great shots there from Ben Twist.
So Mary Irene asking, why would you move Dawn out when she was killing Beck? Well, every bowler has to play 3 ends, so they have to send down 9 bowls in a match. So
can be at any point in the game. Doesn't have to be. They can come on for 1 bowl and jump off again, Mary, but they have to play 9 bowls. After you get to the second end of the second set, there are only 9 bowls to play for the player. So Ben had to come on for Dawn, otherwise he would have been ineligible to play.
So, Aaron Wilson, he doesn't need many more invitations. Look at the sharp turn there.
Great shot.
Yep, brilliant. So, what are they holding at the moment? Is this a 3? It is 2. And you'll double that because it is the Sydney Lions power play. So, Michael Sims has a bit of work to do here.
I think he's just played it slightly narrow. But he's very close.
Oh, he just
narrow, but pretty great effort there. And another home out the back.
And a 1 is okay if that's all that they concede here. The Tasmania Tridents, because it still keeps them in front.
Absolutely.
Sydney Lions bring a huge fan base to the BPL everywhere it is, whether it's Moama, whether it's here at Club Pine Rivers. And they have a lot of fans here. They'll be pretty appreciative of this scoreline if it stays that way. They hold 3, double that to 6. Michael Sims with 1 to come.
Playing the same hand.
This has just got to be good. It's going to dart away. Beck needs it to hurry on. Does it cut anything in the count?
Would you believe it, Val? We might see a second tie break.
We might. We might. But Aaron Wilson could put them ahead here. I'm not sure what that trimmed the count to. Michael Sims is visibly annoyed with himself. Has Disco done enough?
Just ran through, maybe too far. So Mikey's last bowl is their closest, so we will be comparing that one to all of them. So it is a 3 to the Sydney Lions, which puts them to a 9-7 lead going into the last end. Should they win, we will see a tiebreaker.
No, the Lions.
No, sorry, the Lions should win.
So
we need a 3 from the Tridents here to go into a tiebreaker. A 2 isn't good enough.
No, it is not. Tied set, definitely not good enough for the Tasmania Tridents. That is a disastrous result for them. But let's see what Beck Van Ash can do. We've seen 3s in the last 2 ends. 3 to the Tridents and then a 3 to the Lions. Michael Sims has been able to pull bowls out with his last a couple of times.
Beck just needs to hurry a little bit more. It's good enough for 1.
This is a pivotal result for the Tasmania Tridents. They can't afford to lose another one. Ben Twist crashes into Beck Van Ashes. So 1, they need 2 more. The kill is still an option.
Great correction there from Beck Van Ash.
That's 2. Cuts it down to 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Beck needs to play the same here, just rolling Ben Twist through. Staying for 2.
Beck Van Ash, she's close, but just running. So, Aaron Wilson and Michael Sims. Is this the last exchange of the match? Or are we going to a tiebreaker? What can the Tasmania Tridents conjure up to send us there? And can Aaron Wilson do what Aaron Wilson does best? And just play in sublime fashion. This one might just drop away.
Pretty good opener.
Nice little feeler. Adelaide Pioneers might be sending the Tweed Heads Ospreys to a tiebreak. They lead 6-0 after 3 in the second set, having lost the first. Michael Sims wants it to hurry. Wants it to go. Don't know if it did enough. And Ben Twist says 1 down.
Yeah.
Aaron Wilson.
So Michael needs to just sneak around his own. They need to roll that behind bowl of Ben Twist to bring him in a couple, give him a couple of options with his last.
Michael Sims says stop rolling. So I'll ask you after Aaron Wilson's bowl lands how they can get 3. There's an option there now, but how long it stays there for, I don't quite know. Ben Twist saying just draw a shot.
So we do believe that Aaron's bowl, that this bowl is heading towards, is third shot. But he's played this pretty sensational.
Now, what is Michael Sims going to do? I reckon we're going to get a timeout. Yep, timeout.
Now, that makes it hard because that bowl to the most left of your screen was third shot, now fourth. So had that not have been third previously, they could have sat. But
are we going to see a nomination to kill? Because looking at this, for me, I don't know if there's any way that you can really get it without using weight.
So we're going to see a nomination of a kill just on the off chance that it does. He's going to play down on his forehand, so the left hand of your screen. He's got a few options through the front bowls of his own and Beck's.
Michael Sims is running weight.
Needs it to swing. Or hang, sorry.
Just didn't.
So great effort there from Mikey.
So
not going to be quite enough. So the Tasmania Tridents will take a 1.
No, it's gone apparently 1 to the Lions, apparently.
Oh, sorry. Oh, has it?
Yeah, Disco drew the shot there.
Oh, well, there you go. Sorry, 1 to the Lions, which makes it...
I thought the same thing as you.
Makes it a 10-7 lead in the second set, which means the Lions will take the win for this game, Val.
Yes, they do. 5-3, 10-7. It was a great contest, very enjoyable to watch, bowl for bowl, shot for shot. But it is Aaron Wilson, Dawn Heyman and Ben Twist that get the job done. Coming up tonight, 4 p.m, Adelaide Pioneers against the Tasmania Tridents. That has got so much added weight to it first up today because
absolutely.
Adelaide are in good form. Tasmania have dropped a couple of matches this morning. Then it's Perth and the Ospreys at 5:15. After that, the Melbourne Derby, the Extreme and the Pulse, that has got a lot of added weight to it as well. The Steamers and the Lions after that, and then tonight. Well, it's become the traditional Thursday night time slot at BPL at Club Pine Rivers. Moreton Bay against the Gold Coast Hawks. Looking forward to that. Sophie Kurzman, thank you very much for your efforts today. It's been a pleasure as per usual.
No worries. Thank you so much, Val.
We'll see you tomorrow from 10 a.m. Rinkside Live, the final 3 rounds of action before the finals. We all know there's going to be drama. We all know there's going to be plenty of it. But until then, it's going to be the BPL Cup final. That's coming up at 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on the TV rink. It is the Victoria Park Carlisle Bowling Club up against Ettalong. So looking forward to that. Fox Sports KO and Sky Sports NZ. But until tomorrow morning, it's been Val Febo and Sophie Kurzman. Have a great day. Enjoy the night session.
Take me somewhere where we can see epic rainforests, some beautiful beaches, and eat some great seafood.
Starting route to Moreton Bay region.
Let's get in a car.